At a recent press conference, Microsoft unveiled the Xbox One, their newest game console. Now, I have those words in quotes because apparently Microsoft is interested in pushing the Xbox One as an all-in-one console. The Xbox One requires a constant internet connection just to play your video games, and the major focus, from what I could gather, is on TV and sports. Oh, and the new Call of Duty. You know, you can't buy secondhand or rent Xbox One games, or even take your game over to a friend's house and play your game on his, because apparently you can only access your Xbox Live account through his Xbox One through cloud for only 1 hour. Then you got to go home and rehook your system. Oh, and the second hand of the rental games, you have to pay what's called an unlock fee to play them. Basically, once you have Xbox One games, they're yours for life. You can't trade them in. There is already so much wrong with this console, and this is only half of it. For starters, why in the blue flippin' hell should I have to have a constant streaming internet connection just to play a freaking game? You want to explain that to me, Microsoft? What, Microsoft? Do you think I'm going to be surfing for porn in between bouts of killing terrorist douchebags and Call of Duty ghosts? When I turn on an Xbox, I'm not interested in getting on Facebook and YouTube. I'm interested in playing a game. It's one of the reasons I don't have an Xbox Live account. If and when I feel like getting on the internet, there's a certain device called a computer. I don't care about leaderboards or what some guy I knew in high school just happens to be playing at this particular moment. Use it. And as for a necessary online verification every 24 hours for any type of game, doesn't matter. It could be Call of Duty, online multiplayer emphasis games, single player games. If it's a single player game, in essence, I'm not doing online multiplayer. Why should I be doing anything online? Much less sending a verification just to play my friggin' game. That's Microsoft making you their personal slave. Much like the federal welfare system. Now, let's move on to this. Being able to connect your cable or satellite box to the Xbox One. Live streaming TV shows from the web and watching sports live. Okay, Microsoft, my dad, Papa Infidel of the Infidel Playground videos, has Dish. A lot of people nowadays have at least basic cable. If I want to watch some TV, I'll watch some frickin' TV. When I turn on my Xbox or my 360, I'm not interested in watching TV. When I turn on my Xbox or my 360, I'm not watching a movie. When I turn on my Xbox or my 360, I'm not watching sports. I don't even watch sports anyway, apart from the occasional bit of pro wrestling. And I do mean occasional. I'm interested in playing a video game. You do know what a video game is, right, Microsoft? You still do know what a game is? You turn on your console, you pop in this disc, or in some cases it's a cartridge. You kill terrorists, zombies, demons, gangbangers, hookers. You save the girl, you take over the city, you save the world. Whatever the goal of the game is, you do it. I am not watching TV or a movie. You know, that's what DVDs are for, right, Microsoft? DVDs? Yeah, you know what those are, right? Jeez. If I want to watch something on TV, I'll go over to Papa Infidel's place and watch Glenn Beck on the Blaze TV. Well, what about Netflix? Netflix can SMFO. I don't care about Netflix. And one more thing. At the conference, it seemed like there was a major emphasis on TV and television. Every single word you heard was either TV or television. If there's so much emphasis on TV, the Xbox One is not going to end up being a game console. It's going to be some half-assed cable box. As for not being able to buy secondhand or renting games for this console because you'd have to pay what's called an unlock fee, who the hell thinks this is a good idea? I don't. Okay, your buddy's game is registered on his console. You borrow a game and want to play it, you shouldn't have to pay an unlock fee just to play it. I just got done borrowing my cousin's copy of Saints Row. Do you think my 360 gave a crap whose game it belonged to? My cousin is currently borrowing my copies of Max Payne 1 and 2. His Xbox does not care about the fact that those games belong to me, not him. Okay, so it's a new console. So what? So frickin' what, Microsoft? Nintendo Wii U doesn't have this issue. Sony's PlayStation 4 won't have this issue. Why is it just the Xbox One? What makes Xbox One so special? And another thing, I thought Microsoft was this big, giant, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Why do they need the extra money from an unlock fee? And God knows what other fees we might end up having to pay because of this, because of all the bogus features they have crammed into this piece of crap. Well, they may need the money if only a small number of idiots are actually suckered into buying this piece of crapola. This is the same ignorant reason that all those Richard smokers over in Washington want to keep raising our taxes. They're more concerned about raking in more revenue, more money to spend on their worthless programs than they are with doing anything that could help get the country out of debt. It's the same with Microsoft. They're not pushing a console that everybody wants to buy. They just want to rake in more revenue. Now, there's nothing wrong with raking in revenue, but you don't need to force us into paying more money to you for our hobby, Microsoft. That's not how free market capitalism works. There are some other things I could address about this console. Voice control and Skyping via Kinect. I could care less about those. Voice control doesn't work anyway. I don't have a Kinect mainly because my 360 is second-hand, and it's one of the older consoles. I don't use Skype, so all I can say about it is, whoop-de-frickin'-doo-dah. DVRing your gameplay? Right. Because I definitely want to just show off my kill count in Halo to all my friends, and at the same time act like a big giant dick. If I want to show off my gameplay, I'll get an Elgato and make a Let's Play video. But when I start doing Let's Play videos, you can bet the first video is not going to be an Xbox game. Nope. Whatever. The ability... No backwards compatibility with Xbox or 360 games? Okay, fine, I already have those two consoles anyway. I don't care. Now, the ability to finally play Blu-ray on your Xbox? Microsoft, I just made the full conversion from VHS to DVD a little over a year and a half ago. Okay? I don't give a flying crap about Blu-ray. When I feel like going full Blu-ray, I'll get a Blu-ray player. Besides, the only Blu-ray movie I even own is the DVD and Blu-ray edition of End of Watch. And with all this crap that Microsoft is jamming into the Xbox One, if this thing goes kaput, I won't be the slightest bit surprised. Or remember, the 360 has quite a few technical issues that can cause it to mess up and give you that little red ring of death. An AV cable error, hardware failure, general hardware failure, overheating, the only one I can really understand. It got so bad, Microsoft just had to keep extending everybody's warranties on the 360. You get that red ring, you send it away for repair or replacement, which takes up to 3 weeks. And people were probably lining up outside of Best Buys and Circuit Cities to get the new 360 when it launched. I mean, I guarantee you there's going to be a crap load of hardware failures, extended warranties, everything wrong with the early years of the 360 multiplied by about 500,000. And the sad part, there are going to be a crap load of Xbox fanboys lining up out in front of Best Buy or Circuit City or Walmart just to get it, because, oh, the new Xbox! Yeah, man! Oh, check this out, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get that thing, man, I'm gonna bring it home, I'm gonna hook that sucker up, I'm gonna be tearing up on Call of Duty, yeah, man. Yeah, man, this new Xbox, man. This for Rizzo, man. Xbox for Rizzo, man. Why even bother? That thing is gonna launch this year, later this year, in November more specifically. It'll have virtually no games on it worth paying new console price. You want to try to name something worth paying the money for the new Xbox One? To get with the new Xbox One, I should say. Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Watch Dogs, Dying Light. Why the heck do I want to pay new console price for the same crap I can get on the 360? And guess what? All I would need to do is take it home, pop the disc in, and just play it. That's it. And all I would need to pay is the $60 for the games. Well, why should I have to pay extra money to buy the new console? Because it's the newest Xbox console? Is that it? Even if I were to decide to buckle down and buy one, which most likely I won't, I would rather wait for Microsoft to get their heads out of their cornholes, and I would wait for all the technical issues to be worked out, and for the price to drop, and for more games to come out on it. And if you are actually stupid enough to waste your money on this overpriced paperweight the day it comes out, you deserve every single problem that you're going to get from it. And that's for Rizzle.
There he is.